Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. Coming to you guys from my 98-degree garage. I bought something today. I thought I would just kind of do an old school unboxing assembly. Now, this is a Harbor Freight purchase. If you guys watched the channel from a long time ago, I bought this Daytona 3-ton low-profile jack. I also have the aluminum Pittsburgh jack for the motorcycle lift, which I use that all the time. For the price, you can't beat it. And today it is time for a third jack. I've been doing a lot more off-road stuff recently and decided I needed to add a third jack to the collection. That is the Harbor Freight Badland off-road 3-ton jack that I can put on the truck as I'm going through this kind of ultimate truck build series that's sort of been hit or miss in terms of content, but I have a future video coming up that I'm actually working on editing now, which is 45 mods that I've done to my truck. That video is going to take a little while. So today we're just going to do an old school kind of assembly and put this thing together in the garage here and see what this Badlands jack is all about. The reviews are absolutely ridiculous with this. This is not sponsored. I went out and bought this myself today. And let's just kind of get this thing out of the truck and, again, see what it's all about. I can tell you guys, it's not necessarily the lightest jack in the whole world. For not being sponsored, this garage is turning into quite the Harbor Freight garage, but I don't think that's uncommon for a lot of people. It's just the prices, you really can't beat it. So, looks like there is some assembly required, which I had expected. Owner's manual, the wheels. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. There's bearings in there. I didn't realize that there would actually be pressed-in bearings. Kind of figured for the cheap price that just be solid chunks of plastic on an axle, but that is not the case. Welds seem respectable. Some hardware. Everything seems to be welded up here. They look all right. It's actually sitting in here packaged up pretty nice. This thing looks like a monster. Yo, good Lord. This thing is absolutely a monster. I think it's like 80 pounds or 70 pounds, but certainly not worried about it falling apart. So I need to find a way to mount this in the truck, and I did find some brackets. I think I saw somebody on Etsy that actually has something that this can sit into, like a base, so it's not just rolling around the back of the truck. But I do want to leave this in the truck pretty much all the time, but also have it easy enough to pull out if I need the bed of the truck, and leave it in there for the most part without having it go flying. I probably will do a longer term review on this jack after I actually use it. So let's get this thing put together, attaching the front wheels and all that. Now I could use the janky little hand tool they give you, or use my nice tools, of course. Use the nice ones. This is also the new Icon chair. I think it's new from Harbor Freight. Like literally turning my entire garage into a Harbor Freight garage. That Daytona jack that I've been using for a couple of years, I mean, the thing's solid, never bleeds down. It's a very good jack, and I'm assuming a lot of the components are the same in this, maybe even a little bit beefier. So I do not anticipate any issues with this jack either. Pretty simple installation, or assembly, shall I say. So again, I've been doing a lot more off-road stuff. I found myself out filming the intro to a video a couple weeks ago, and out in the middle of nowhere, I did not air down my tires simply because the thought process of like, oh, I might blow a bead. If I blow a bead, I don't have a jack. So I just ran at 35 PSI off-road, and it sucks doing that. So it'd be nice to be a little more comfortable in taking that pressure down, knowing that I could swap over to my spare, or at least maybe jack the truck up and reseat a bead if necessary and inflate the tires. So those kinds of thought processes. And then also when I'm out on the side-by-sides by myself, that kind of stuff. So, it's just a good practice to have the right tools available, especially as you start venturing out into areas that you theoretically could get yourself into more trouble. All right, let's see. What exactly is this again? Not entirely sure what that's even for. Storing saddle extension. I don't Oh, that's what it is. I got it. It's actually for the saddle extension to store that. It's well thought out. This thing does like to roll away though. There we go. Yeah, that's the saddle extension storer. And we are all but assembled. There's a little safety. There we go. What's nice about this, man, they grease the crap out of this thing. It's got this latch so you can actually pick it up and move it around since the wheels don't swivel. Let's not bash up the tank on the bike. That is a beefy jack. I certainly don't need the saddle on there now. I believe that's plenty to get the truck off the ground. So for the sake that I'm basically mainly going to use this on the truck off-road, the saddle extension would probably come more into play if you started getting into trying to pick up a side-by-side by the differential, since they have long travel suspension. To get that to extend far enough, I would think that's probably where the saddle would come in, or saddle extension would come into play. That thing is beefy. Even higher. Certainly not a necessary need for this with the truck, but I could certainly see with the side-by-side getting to a situation where you might need to have that extension to get the thing up off the ground, and that is that's up there. I'm gonna grab some wheel chocks here and throw the truck up on. I gotta jack it up. There we are, off the ground. Thing's pretty sick. Pretty legit jack. So let's throw it in the back of the truck, and that is my, call it a less than normally produced video. Just wanted to come out in the garage here, kind of cut something a little more old school maybe. Just good old fashioned assembly / initial impressions, and right off the bat I can say this thing is it's pretty legit. Actually pretty easy. Pretty easy to grab with those handles. We'll just put this back here for now until I figure out maybe a better solution. Good enough for now, but I'll have something coming for this because that's got to be fixed for sure. So there you have it. That is the Badlands jack in the truck, ready to rock and roll, and we'll work on a better mounting solution that'll be coming soon. You'll see that in my, well, the next video is going to be 45 mods for the truck. That's going to be actual modifications to the truck, things that have been bolted down, performance modifications, things like that. And then I'm going to have another video all about accessories, about how I've kind of got the truck set up the way that I wanted to have it set up, and I'm working on that still a little bit. With that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. I will see you guys next time.